If you guys love chaotic games, someone raging, and one of the best turnarounds you're ever gonna see, well, this match is the game for you. In an epic, chaotic clash and beyond all reason, we got high-ranking players duking it out on what's about to be an absolute metal slap fest. Opening up, we have Derpy Derp coming in with a few ticks, looking to either get some scouting or maybe a bit of cheeky damage. Whatever suits your fancy. He's got hands, he's got micro, he's looking to put in the hours, he's looking to ramp up those numbers. But sadly, blue team's defense impervious. Not even a single scratch from one of these ticks, maybe right here. This might be the only one. I believe in him. The lone survivor, the long lost brother, the one metal extractor. Let's root for him in the chat, boys. Can I get some W's? The Shuriken, no! He's been shut down! Get the F's! F's in the chat, boys! 0 damage, 0 carnage, 0 happiness. If you guys are new here, by the way, smash that like button and subscribe. I'm always going to be bringing you the best, most chaotic, mind-numbing, beyond all reason content. Now, let's introduce the top-ranked player for Blue, X, who has a Janus out on the front line, but the fire, boom goes the dynamite. Those pawns thought they were going to be eating a free meal, when in reality, they became the prey. And now, they've dug their own grave. The beamer turret is already online for Derpy Derp. This thing has an outstanding 480 range. Able to outrange a lot of tier 1 units and is starting to see, in my opinion, more play at the higher level, as that range is just too good to be true. Shutting down so much area, locking down entire regions. This one turret stops anything in this whole vicinity from getting through, making a push futile. Just like these walls, the Great Wall of Bar is now coming up. The beamer does not like this commander. He wants to give him a couple smacks on the booty saying hello. Well, that's not how we say hello. We say hello by giving you a big kiss and telling you it's your fault for the reason we lost this game. Beamers though slowly cooking away against these walls, but the Shell Shocker mixed in with the Whistlers here will make short work of these turrets unless the commander gets out his welding wrench and starts repairing, because it's time, boys, for a duel. What does more damage, Shell Shockers or a commander repair? Let's find out in the next episode of Beyond All Reason. As we zoom out a bit, Spencer looking for a bit of cheeky flank here, trying to get some damage done. These rocket bots getting missing everything, dude. Huh? Did they need to put on their glasses? Are my glasses on? Did I see that properly? What was that? Somehow those rocket bots missed everything. How was that even possible? Oh, and while that's happening, looks like a Janus was sacrificed to the meat grinder. Perhaps I Love Shabu wanted to donate to charity today. Yo, if you're donating, I'm taking all types of donations, man. I'm a greedy goblin. I'll take anything and all things. It doesn't matter if it's a piece of hair, a metal clip, whatever you got, I'll take it. As I'm a hoarder and I have problems. But the matches continue. The Shell Shockers seem to be the answer of choice. And
Commander,
not enough units. But on the left flank here, we do have a couple of rocket bots shelling away. But these Januses behind the wall are an absolute menace to society and needed to be locked up, as they are continuing the pressure, shelling down, stopping any push in its tracks. Just like my future dreams, they're stopped dead right now, and that's okay. I'm numb, and being numb feels great. Just like this turret, 4% HP. I would not want to be him. As boom, a turret has fallen, the defenses are crumbling. Derpy Derp is derping around as he walks into Janus's, tanking that to the face. Maybe he doesn't like having teeth anymore. Boom! What a donation, dude. Is this guy Mr. Beast or what? That's 1.2 thousand metal on the front line. You know what that means, boys. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Grab the forks, grab the bibs. I want my spork tonight, because I'm going to be eating real good in this metal carnage. But now Spencer needs to start calling for backup, or it's going to be lights out on the front line. Genesis. What are you guys' opinion about Genesis, by the way? Let me know down in the comments below. I think they're one of the funnest, broken early tier 1 units, as they just, dude, they hit. Sadly, they do take 2 hands to play. And me, I only have 3 fingers and a thumb. So ain't nothing much coming from me, but I'm there for moral support. Just like Red is with this 1 beamer turret. He's saying, don't worry, I'm here in spirit. But in reality, he just dug his own grave. Now Blue, smelling blood in the water like a shark, starting to get big momentum on their side. A heavy transport has been acquired. A calm bomb could be coming. The storm's approaching. He's gonna load it up. It looks like it. Oh yeah, there it is. The calm bomb will be coming in hot, coming in fierce. The Janices, though, are looking to continue up that pressure. Here it comes. Let's zoom in for this, as this could completely decide the game. Either we're gonna have big gains or a big donation. You better be sitting on the edge of your seat, boys, because I do have no idea what's gonna happen. How about the air player AFK once again, dude? I'm telling you, air players are just playing Tetris or Minecraft on their other monitor. They're never playing, because this is illegal. This is a war crime happening. He just lands it. He flies from here to here and lands it. And the D-guns are out. The carnage is everywhere. Brown's base is turning into a graveyard. Grab the shovels, boys. That's no longer a base. That's a forward massacre. As he's looking to now bomb it onto the tier 2, but the air player turns on his monitor. Perhaps he fell in lava on his Minecraft world, as now he's back in the game. The Stoots walked up. Well, before we get more into the action, let me take a zoom back. Let's all sit back, take a chill, take a breath. That feels good. What does this actually mean to the game? Well, right now, Blue has a command hit. Both the frontline players have crumbled, but Red does have one thing going for them. That is, they are water airbenders, it seems like. Because they're left C here doing pretty well. Right C, also a commanding position, owning this hill. Same with the Red Sea. So the Seas could be their way back into this game, so don't count them out yet, boys. I came here for carnage. I brought my popcorn. I brought my Mountain Dew. I hope you did too, because this game is about to get even more insane. As I Love Shabu now stranded in no man's land. Even the ships are fiending for him, trying to eat him. They're hungry like the wolf. As the Mausers shut him down, that is what I call you, a free donation. Or perhaps he just didn't know how to take his pedal off the metal and was getting a little too aggressive in the sack. But now the Resbots here are... Wow, that's fast. Like, that is insanely fast. Those things were waiting on standby. They were on the bench saying, put me in, coach. And they got put in immediately. And they sucked him dry. I want one of these red bots in my room for when I get lonely. Let me tell you, I guarantee you, those things will give you a whole nother world. Meanwhile, the Jaguars pushing up the ships on the right flank here, shelling away the sea dominance. Now really started to come into play. The tier 2 online cracking Blue's base defenses. They need something, and they need it now, because they're losing on all flanks right now. And they need a bit of hope. They need a bit of a miracle. But right now, X looking just to tech up, get his tier 2 metal extractors online. These give you so much more metal than tier 1. This is a very goblin play. And now we're about to see if it's going to pay off. Red holding steady in the middle, deciding if they want to play the game or not. Or they want to take a potty break. We don't know. The Mausers have now entered the battle. The first pawn has been lost. The warning shots have been fired. The pawn lost his brother. Meanwhile, the move command has been unbound. There it is. If I was these pawns, I would be calling HR on X. And I would be filing for a divorce, because I would not want to be married to this man. Letting his pawns die like this, criminal activity. Now, Red smells blood. No units have been hit on the front line yet. Blue's greed could be his undoing. This throw is worse than when I throw my controller when I die to an Elden Ring boss. And trust me, I break my TVs and I am proud. I got a good throwing heart. Maybe I should play baseball. What am I doing on bar? Meanwhile, the Jaguar is still looking for damage, but these Janices on the right flank here just looking a little too scary. And what's that? Is that a sniper bot I see up on the hill? Yo, Anakin, he has the high ground. Be careful. I've seen this one in the movies, guys. Don't go forward. He's going forward. Oh no, he's losing everything. What Red once had is gone. He's just not even... Wait, what is he doing? Is it nap time? Is his goldfish drowning? What happened? He just stopped playing the game for like 30 seconds. And now his whole army has disappeared. It was a magic trick. Oh, that's what he was doing. He was showing us how to do hocus pocus. Here goes my units. They go disposes. And there they all go. And now the res bots are eating. No, they're resing. Ooh, good man. Bringing the units back to life. How would that work? You just weld them back together? You just stitch them back up? As their souls are arriving, like going up to heaven, they're like, oh, I'm free of this mortal land. And it's getting sucked back down by the res bots. No, you get down here. You get down here. But the pawns... Anyways, let's have a look at the map once again here. The sea... almost completely controlled by yellow now. Brown pushing blue all the way back into his mother's womb as he has nowhere to go. But on the front line, things are looking dire for red. They need to call for backup or it's going to be lights out in that dungeon. And I don't want to be put in the dungeon no more. I only got fed potatoes. But what do robots even eat? Just, I guess, oil? Yeah, I guess they'll be eating oil down there. Shurikens are now out, trying to stop the front line from playing the game, but don't worry, they were already doing that. They're just reinforcing Red's bad behavior. Where is his air player? Sleeping on the job once again. He's nuking everything, stopping everything in its tracks. Blue now sees the opportunity. Good teamwork, good communication. As they're in unison, the push has now begun. The W key warriors are locked in. And now they're going to start running through Red's base like a hot knife through butter, just slicing through. Or maybe cheese if you're feeling more macaroni style. I had macaroni today. It was delicious. I even put some onions in there. But don't worry, these guys are going to be crying, and they don't even need onions to cry because their base is a goner. This game looking dire, but they still do have sea control. So the roller coaster ride is still cooking, and it's cooking hard. As green is now forced to not help the front line anymore and actually help the sea. This could give red the breathing room that they need. But blue, once again, only 2 hands. I guess he needs 3 in order to micro at the front. Don't worry, guys. We've all been there, myself included. Sometimes I hit APM of 10, and that's 10 actions an hour, and I am proud. But I need to grab my notepad and start writing down these tips because blue is showing us a master class in how to carry this front line. From the commander dive to now this Mauser push. He is just making quick work of that metal base. Red base goes up in flames like nobody's business. This is no longer a metal fortress but a metal graveyard as he gets inside to the Geo. Can he get the explosion? I want to see the bomba, and I want to see it now. The Mauser, forgetting he's an artillery unit, drives straight into an explosion, and was a beautiful firework. Blue, shiny, and a bit of oil spilled everywhere. But now, the push is relentless. The welders are, instead of welding the units back together, tearing them down. Perhaps they're taking them to shock therapy. Is that where robots go when they go a little psychotic? Because I'm telling you, red team's units, they're going insane as they watch all their fallen brothers die. Witness the welders as they shred through those ponds like butter, baby. Yo, I want some toast now. We have so much melted butter I could eat for days. They're just standing still, the welders being pushed in one by one. If you guys are still watching this and not cheering, I don't even know what you're doing with your life. I'm spilling food all over my keyboard like a Reddit netbeard, and I'm proud. Meanwhile, the res bots are here. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet. 9,000 money on the field. This man's gonna be printing more money than the US government. He'll be more rich than Jeff Bezos. and he'll be eating good for weeks. Meanwhile, Red's living on scraps that they find in the sewers, because that's where they're going to be crawling back to after this loss. But they are starting to stabilize, and if they are able to get some metal, perhaps they're able to turn this around, because sea dominance, Red. Sea dominance, Red. This is very good. They own both flanks. If they can control the air, the only thing then they would have to worry about is the middle. But right now there is a few shurikens with... Is there any bomber with this? I guess this is what you call a scouting run. Watching an enemy tremble is sometimes a hobby of this purple air player. Killing them, he's about sending them a message, letting them know you are losing and you're gonna lose this match. He doesn't get off on the win, he gets off the fear of his opponents. And honestly, I can respect that. But what does this mean for the game? Let's take a step back, relax, meditate, maybe take a bit of that, hit your joint, whatever you're feeling. As the game has drastically slowed down, both sides are controlled by the sea. The air looking about even, but blue building up quite a fighter force here. Red starting to get momentum back in the middle of the map, but this fighter force could mean the death. It has been scouted by 2 of these resurrection subs, so they do know what's coming. Air needs to put the pedal to the metal, light the match, get the bonfire cooking, because Gordon Ramsay of the blue team, he's looking to take that Iron Chef title and he wants it badly. The bombing run now looks to have started. Purple covering with the fighters. This is what you call teamwork, boys. Something my teammates never do. Write this down, guys. For when you're in my game, write this down. This is the teamwork we need. Purple covers, blue goes in for the massive bombing run. Bombs nothing but air. Perhaps he didn't like that rock in particular. You know what? I don't like rocks either. Screw them. But there goes the winds. Boom. The bombers are in, and they're feasting good. Like a feral animal. They just want to eat and hunt as much as they can. And they're hunting all the winds into extermination. The wind population was once strong, now it's going to go into extinction. We'll have to put them in the zoo and watch them as an exotic animal. And remember back when winds were once a proud species. What in the heck is that thing? That looks like a monstrosity of a unit. Put that thing back in the bag, bro. I don't want that thing in my match. Ugh. But anyways, the bombing runs here. Boom. Energy converters are going up in flames, just like Orange's career. Perhaps Pink might uninstall. Who, you never know. As that was an absolute masterclass from Blue player. Not only from the frontline domination, but then the air switch into a complete firebombing. The vote comes out for Red, but Red still believes. They believe in magic, and they better have a Harry Potter on their team. They need to pull a rabbit out of a hat if they want to win this one. The sea is being slowly taken back by Blue. Perhaps all that pressure from the Blue player able to allow his team to reclaim the seas. And since Red team is a waterbender faction, that is not looking good for them. Blue seems to be an airbender. Me, I'm an earthbender. I like rocks and I like turtles. What do you guys like? Let me know your favorite unit composition to play. Land, air, sea, bots, turrets. I guess that's a unit, right? Turrets. And that's going to be GG. The vote's been passed. My MVP goes to X. And if you haven't subbed, if you haven't liked, man, please, I'm begging you, man. I need it for my self-esteem. With that, hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Battle
Peace.
Ended.